Let's go for it. We are live with another ESDL matchup. My name is XX Howling XX, and this is
Red Crown. How you doing?
And we are at it again, like a rerun, as we go into Flabber's Goons versus Virtuous.
We're already seeing Nico cut that ass. We saw in previous game. Nico's scary.
Yes, and then of course Talon gets cut.
Go.
Brand gets cut. I'm guessing that's support Brand. It is tough to deal with when he burns away your tanks like that.
I won't be denied.
Set 20 banned. That's a jungle.
Hey, you lost.
Agile, there was a safe ADC.
Very.
Let's your options.
And Rise, after his rework, we haven't seen much of him on the Rift, but he's definitely still a contender. Mordekaiser! Oh man. What can we say about Mordekaiser that hasn't been said? Malphite into the Mordekaiser.
And issues.
And we crashed. It was like Mordekaiser versus Malphite. We can't handle it. We have got to let go. What was that? Hold on as we get things together to figure out what's going on. It crashed, I guess. And we're having issues. Now, of course, the teams are going to end up sticking to their teams. So what they picked so far is what we're going to see again when they draft again. Just to let you know. Again, if you're not a part of the ESDL, what are you waiting for? It's just $25, a Discord account, and you could be enjoying this action too. Come play with a team that won't flake on you. And casters that will rank on you.
We'll be doing a lot of that.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Gotta put that little promotion in there somewhere.
Yeah, gotta put it in there somewhere. Gotta put it in there somewhere. As we're waiting on him to come back, he's got to restart his potato, folks. But Mordekaiser up top, his nerfs did nothing to Mordekaiser top. Absolutely nothing. Nothing changed. He's still very dominating, still very hard to deal with, but they picked Malphite into that, which means they were really confident in how that was going to go.
On my side, I don't see too many Malphites lately. He's always a powerful champion. He's always a good pick, but you just don't see him that much.
Right.
He's very team reliant.
Very.
They cannot handle
And just to remind you that the team bans will go exactly as they did before. They cannot change them once they've been banned.
Pathetic. Go.
I won't be denied.
Hey, your loss, but I get it.
It's your loss, but I get it. Right.
We don't talk about enough, but the banned lines for champions are amazing.
It is. It is. Ramus. That's a lot of tank on that team.
A lot of AD tank.
Whoa.
So far, it's paying off for them as we have 2 match damage. Healers on the team.
And then, of course, we pick Riven.
Riven top, Mordekaiser mid.
Maybe. Definitely. Morgana. As we go back into the ban phase. We still don't know how this team's going to fluctuate out.
Very CC heavy red side. Side of Virtuous. So you can't forget the CC that Moonwood or Riven can put out either.
Right.
I am forsaken.
The Varus band.
The Varus band. Huh. That's interesting.
We
We
don't
see
Varus very often.
we see the Lux band.
Yeah.
Lux band makes sense.
Right.
Caitlyn band makes sense. I guess the other guy just didn't make a band. Sivir.
Seems
Sivir coming out. Sivir, very high damage, very late game carry. Always.
It's good to keep in mind she does not start off until she gets her third item.
That is true. But then we got a Jin to answer that.
Equally the same.
So but didn't they pick Leona? That Leona. Oh, and a Soraka, which is a good idea with Sivir. Keeps her alive until she gets that item. That's a good point. Now, let's talk about Engage. How this Engage is going to happen on both sides. Because Flubber's Goons got nothing to worry about. With Leona engage, Amamu engage, Riven by herself, Mordekaiser, they got enough engage.
I agree. Terms of Virtuous, they actually have plenty of engage themselves. Morgana bind, Rammus just rolling through, Malphite ult. I mean, it's called the Unstoppable Force for a reason.
Right. It's crazy. So this game is literally going to be a giant fight. I can't.
Something to keep in mind. Rammus, for some reason, isn't taking Flash.
Yeah, he's taking Ignite. I don't think he don't plan on getting out of any situations anytime soon. That, or I hope he didn't forget.
It means we won't be seeing many Flash taunts from our Rammus.
All right, so let's spend just a little bit of time and talk about the win condition here for both teams. Let's talk about Jin Sivir, win condition wise.
I believe Sivir has a huge impact on the game, but not in terms of her actual damage, but more in the fact of her utility. The way her ability to ult her entire team allows Morgana to run straight into the team and just ult. Allows a Rammus to just roll at you at the speed of sound.
Right.
Roll into the city.
Someone enter Sonic music here, rolling at the speed of sound. But
Malphite gets positioned to ult. She
it's
doesn't provide too much for damage, except it's consistent AoE.
Right. But you also have don't kill me for it, Amamu. I know I say it wrong, just chill. It's Amamu to me. So Amamu Amumu, it's tomato to me. Okay? So you also have Amamu. His ult can stop that. Say y'all get all charged up to run in, and y'all all run into an Amamu ult. You gotta stop. You know?
Morgana spell shield. Can't forget if Rocket just places a silencer underneath, as you say, a Mamu.
Right.
If she just places a silence there, they can stop a lot of his power because just being able if a Mumu ever engages, lands a Q on someone, all Soraka has to do is place that silence.
Yeah,
and he won't be able to ult, and then they can burst him down in that time.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So it's dangerous to engage with that, but it's really going to come down in my eyes. It's really going to come down to how this Mordekaiser plays out. It really does.
That's true. We do need Sivir and Morgana are amazing pits into Mordekaiser. Both of them can actually spell shield his ult.
Right.
All I have to do is watch for that animation, and it's a semi-lengthy animation. You have plenty of time to react to it as long as you're actually watching for it.
Right.
So both of them have the chance.
You have that chance, but if he's in a bush, like if they're fighting in jungle and they don't see it, which is where a lot of fights takes place. You know, they fight in jungle, they don't see it. He can easily pick one of them off, and that's what I'm saying. Like getting that opportunity to pick one of those guys off, and it'll change the entire team fight around.
Can't forget about Leona. I think Leona's entire goal in this game should just be purely go after the Raka. She's not to do anything in the Sivir. Sivir has a spell shield. Morgana's probably just a safe spell shield for Sivir. So Leon's only goal should be the Rockta in this case. Kill that Rockta, make sure their entire front line is useless. Once they're dead, they're dead.
Right. No coming back for you. No coming back. Stay dead. Don't come back. I agree. That should be her goal.
I'm curious to see how those Jin's going to deal with a Malphite and Rammus. Jin, as we stated before, is notorious for not being very good at punching through these high armor, high HP targets. He only has 4 shots, so he has to make good use of them.
He's not good at it, but that last shot, woo, does it hurt?
All he has to do is let it out, swishy, and boom, most of their HP is gone, even from full HP.
It really, really does hurt. But you're right. It depends on who he uses it on, where he uses it, and he's got to get to those squishy champions. He's got to be positioned to get to them. But then that means he'll be out of position too. But we ain't got to guess any longer because we just loaded into the rift. Let's get all our answers to these questions and more.
Looks like they're setting up for just simple guard duty.
Yep, it looks like that's what they want to do. And I love that Leona skin. Oh my god, that solar Leona skin. Riot, you did good. You did good, Riot. You did good. You know? Alright.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And yep, we're on guard duty here. Adjust the sound a little bit. Just gonna adjust the sound down a little bit. So that way everything's nice and clear.
Looks like both teams are just sitting on their general saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
get walk in here."
Right.
Minions have spawned.
And I like this. I like the fact that it's tension, but they're just not doing anything about it. You know? And I found a newfound respect for junglers because that role is really hard.
I can agree.
You know, especially when your whole team isn't there to protect you, they're not looking out for your jungle camps. It gets really hard. So.
And team play doesn't give a much better role because you're.
Oh wait, Mordekaiser swinging. All right, just a little bit of trade up top, nothing big, just to let us know we're really in game. Now Riven mid into a Morgana. Was this an accident or is this really a thing?
Riven mid is not something to see very common. However, it does have high potential. Lots of AD laners or mids that usually go top or jungle. Usually,
and Mordekaiser's going right in.
Usually go slow because they have a lot.
Oh, come here! And he runs back. He's getting chipped down. He's got to back up. That Mordekaiser is chewing at his body.
Speaking of mid, that goes down from Morgana. Well, that's gonna be enough.
Morgana stopped her.
What time frame are you?
I'm 2:45.
Really? We're off.
How off are you?
I'm at 3.
I'm at 3 exactly because I'm at 253 now.
I'm at like 3:12.
Jesus, we're off by like 10 seconds.
Yep.
All right, it's cool. We'll make it work. Thanks, Riot. That's all I can say. Thanks, Riot. Jump, spell shield. Chomping down at that. Chomping down at her. Oh, wow. And she goes down. Morgana takes her down mid.
They don't fix the time difference.
Huh?
I fixed the time difference.
Okay. Soraka gets jumped on. Jin keeping her still. Good job going for Soraka. Both, they exchange ignites and get by. Instead of exchanging, greetings, they exchange good night ignites. Good job.
Odd heal coming out from Jin, though. Leona's not eating anywhere.
Right.
I hope he doesn't pay for that later on.
That's a good point. They're pointing out that you're missing yours, right? There you go. And you missed. Swing and a miss. All right. This Mordekaiser is being a complete lane bully.
That is what he's good at.
Yeah. Making use of his job completely. Get over here, buddy. Oh, and Ram is coming in for the jump. 3-6. No! Getting hit. Barely escaping with his life, too. That AoE damage is something else.
Indeed. It's just so much consistency.
Wow, look! Amamu came up. He was like, where you going?
Oh, but the miss on the Q.
Oh, that's gonna haunt him later. That was an easy kill. They're both going back and we're resetting. But I admire him for not getting greedy there. It's easy to see that type of kill and just go for it. You missed your Q. That's cool. Back out. Don't get greedy. Morgana walking around with the only kill. Oh, was that a mistake? Just eating at him. Amamu getting visited by Morgana. She misses a Q. Running.
Flash up.
Ignite. Going. Gone. Flash for nothing, but good job. Now we're going down. Soraka flashes out. And Jinpa, but oh my god, fatal error. They've been mistakes. Rammus comes down, making it a 3v2. Teleport comes in. Mordekaiser comes. Come here. Oh, what a Q. She's running. Gone. Soraka gets killed.
That is so terrifying to be in that situation.
You got nowhere to go. It's all black and white. It's very disorienting.
You can't move. Just stuck in a circle.
It's very disorienting. You just don't know where you are. Like, hey, bro, wait, where's the color? Did somebody change the TV?
Went full retro on.
Right. All right, Malphite chipping at this tower to pay for Mordekaiser roaming around, taking a plate. That's a good exchange. Mordekaiser roamed around. He came up big on there, but he's gonna take some plates to try to even it out.
Smart from the Sivir. Started with the coldest game. Understood the lane. They do not want to walk up. They just want to sit back and farm. So she started with the cold. That was no matter what happens, if she's pressured off, what she did is working for her.
All right, good point. But also, it'll stop the Leona from trying to engage. They're also getting away from that Leona engage, which has been really heavy down lane. They've caught Soraka several times.
Oh, this might be a miss. Yeah, that was a misplay from Sivir there. Was not paying attention. Minion interrupted her back right as she started. So she spent the next 10 seconds just staying there.
Jesus.
And that's not something you want to see. In lane control, it's everything to be able to back up precisely when you need to.
Right.
Losing lane control like that can lose you an entire lane phase.
And you're losing minions, valuable minions, and valuable time down there. You're already behind. You're getting bullied out of lane. You need as much farm as you can get. They're bullying you. Leona trying to step up. And Soraka came in poking left. She's missed basically a whole wave because of that mistake. And into the realm you go. You're running, but the realm took you down. Welcome to the death realm. Mordekaiser goes up one more.
Interesting to see that despite having a 2-kill advantage and being a massive lane bully, Mordekaiser is only 4 CS up.
That is true. Malphite's doing a very good job of staying in the CES-wise. I have to give him credit there. Which is forcing Mordekaiser to have to get kills. Because he's not beating him in farm. Taunting. But he wasn't close enough to the tower. Mordekaiser's going to make him pay for it. Good idea. He just needed to be a little bit closer. That was a great idea. Walk into him. Taunt him. Let him get hit by the tower a couple of times. And then all in on him. But problem is, he wasn't close enough. And the tower didn't target him.
If I was a Boom here, I would be going for the down Drake. Your bot lane has decent priority. They can walk up whenever they need to. Rammus is dead. This would have been a free, but at this point, it's a little late to try to force it. Rammus is already alive. They're going down.
Right. They're not. They're in a lead, right? They got a little bit of a lead, but they're not trying to snowball it. They're not pushing it. You see him? You know?
It's like Mumu wants to make the state captain, but
drowning him out. But oh! Morgana comes up and shuts him down. Riven.
Extremely good.
That Morgana did extremely well. Hit her presence in the one place that he wasn't warded. Let him go deep into the fight. Rammus. Does Rammus know this is going on? He does now! But still can't do anything about it! The first dragon going over to Flabber's Goons! Virtuous may have the kill advantage, but they are moving around. But Flabber's Goons is moving around very well. As you mentioned, they could have took the dragon a little bit earlier. That's true, but they made up for that mistake and took it now. This Morgana! Showing, like, he's basically baiting Riven in. Come in, Riven. Go ahead.
There's one good response to a pick like Riven mid. Morgana would be it.
Yes, definitely.
Spell shield means that she can't get CC very well. And she has a lot of lockdown advantage. Very safe.
And gets pulled. Sivir jumped on, but that's that silence. You mentioned it before. She couldn't finish the combo because as soon as she landed her E, she put down the silence. She couldn't land her Q right after that, stopping the Morgana assault.
And Raka taking the cannon from Sivir.
Like, just want to mention you took that. You don't have Relic Shield. What are you doing?
I've been there though.
Oh, that Q hurts bad. Malphite keeping up CS wise, only falling down by 2. Now,
see, I believe this is an issue with Mordekaiser's game. He has too many ways of scaling his damage. He scales his damage with AP.
Morgana back, making a return visit, but the Shadow Realm changes everything. But once it's over, oh, and the whole team shows up. Amamu goes up. The ult comes down. Riven swinging at the air, but finally comes in and gets the kill. Morgana goes down. The whole team goes down. That's 3 going over to Flabber's Goons.
We didn't mention, but great play from Mordekaiser. Canceled the Morgana ult with his own ult. Her chains just disappeared because he
right. That was good. Jin not able to capitalize there.
Mumu and Riven go for this pretty early Rift Herald. Good play on their part.
I like to call it Shelly. Oh, and Sivir gets jumped on, but getting that silence stops Leona right in her tracks. The curtain's open. Shots go out. And last shot takes her down. Soraka goes down to the curtains. It's a final call. That's another kill going over the Flabber's Goons. I don't even know if there was something you did wrong there.
Not on Raka's part. However, Sivir could have walked up
And like block one of them at least.
took one of them or used her heal. But she did not spend the damage on Asha. It's very easy to stab them. Massive execute, lots of damage.
Man, this is just getting worse and worse for Virtuous here. Their shining beacon is Morgana right now. Their bottom isn't getting much done. Mid is the only one getting something done. Rammus is a little behind. Oh, she misses. But of course, as you talked about, that spell shield. Making sure Riven can't go all the way in on her. And it's gotta be frustrating for you as a Riven. You can't go all the way in. Any other mid laner would have a problem facing Riven. Rammus rolling out. Just rolled in with a quick chilling smite and left. I guess he needed the health back.
Oh, he only smite only gives health bad when you smite on monsters, large monsters.
Thank you.
Now, something that's underrated from jugglers, even if they don't get a gank off, even if they don't do anything, they just...
And Amamu comes in, misses his Q again! But goes down! Mistimed though! Amamu running for his life! Don't look like he's gonna escape with it. Morgana, Q doesn't miss hers and takes him down! That's 2 going over to Virtuous.
This Morgana is playing extremely well. Every time someone's used an ultimate, she's accurate with the spell shield.
The unmovable force! But nothing much came of it.
Heal from Jin.
Nice heal. Keeping
They
Morgana.
tried to keep Leona alive.
Chewing through it. Leona looked like she's about to lose her life. Jin shooting to keep his. Flashes into the wall and gets killed by Sivir.
Extremely good for Sivir. Sivir got her Essence Reaver and she is already running away with it. She's brought back the Essence.
And now Red Dream taking their Virtuous taking their first dragon of the game. What is going on here? Such a dominant lead. Such a dominant performance. Just a couple of missed attacks, and now they're right back in it. He's really paying for that miscue.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Amamu's really paying for that miscue. It wasn't bad. He had that. Riven finally getting a stun on somebody.
Unfortunately, she's so far behind this one. She's not equal to Soundbite. Even if he's not building armor, he's still fairly tough.
Right. But he's gonna bust this. He's gonna be able to bust this top right open as the top turret goes down.
Unfortunately, she might lose her life for it. Oh no, Rammus wins.
Oh, he went the wrong way.
Guess he cared more about Shelly than Raven.
Oh. Goes in. And Mordekaiser. She's running for her life. Sivir throws. Comes out of it. Gets hit by Q. Mord flashes in. But that means you can't flash out. While at the same time up top, Jin got murdered by Morgana. While nothing happens down bottom.
Oh, something happened. Leona paid for that dive with her life.
Jesus.
Took tower for way too long.
But Virtuous looks like they're gonna start running away with this, starting to pick up this lead.
Honestly, the lead's even smaller than it used to be. It used to be a 1K goal difference. Now it's just 0.7.
Right. And as they're starting to catch further and further up, these mistakes are going to become more and more prevalent. They're going to become more and more aggravated because as you can see, they're taking advantage of these little small gaps in their gameplay, in their team cohesion. These miscues from Amamu really taking its toll here. And that 7-1 Morgana is not helping anything out.
Extremely terrifying. So much damage, so much lockdown, and very hard to kill.
Just it's nasty, just to say the least. But let's talk about how they're building against this. Let's talk about their build really quick. Mordekaiser, Mercury Treads. Another miscue from Amamu. But she's trapped and finally shut down. It took 3, but it's okay. Morgana,
however,
she now purchased her hourglass. If Soraka trying to run, but forgot you were running from Riven. Shot in the back. Riven finally finished her off. The rest of the team shows up. Leona goes in, but may have gone too deep, but nope, she backs right on out.
the aftershock pop makes it so dangerous, especially with her W.
Mordekaiser. So they're deciding to switch around and trying to take targets.
Malphite TPing bot, just make sure that Mordekaiser does win his first tier.
At least he's gonna take it with a fight. Not doing as much damage as he used to.
Malphite finished that Abyssal Mask.
That's it. That's the importance of staying in close in CS.
Let me show you what it is to fall.
Now we're getting into the laning phase being over. We've gotten into the mid game. And
I think we're flowing past that, and we're getting into the ARAM phase.
I like that. The ARAM phase.
Don't see ARAM but in A, by the way. Lots of other RAMs don't do this like 5v5.
Redemption comes down. The fight going either way. Riven with her first double kill.
Right.
Coming up big. Mordekaiser going after Leona, but she turns shield. But he's not giving up on her. Goes after her. Gets stuck. Morgana running. The cap's up. And Malphite doing her duty. Taking the shots for her. They said Chivalry was dead, but they took those shots from Morgana. Malphite chasing after this Mordekaiser. Running for his life. AoE's over. Nothing stopping him. But let him walk away. I guess they don't want to chase.
After Mordekaiser popped that shield, he didn't have the damage to kill him there. Because at any point, that massive shield that Mordekaiser had, he can pop it in with HP. And in that fight, we saw what the issues that are going to come, especially as we did for this game. Jhin was not able to hurt Rammus or Malphite at all.
Correct. And when
his auto attacks were flea bites.
And we also saw your other predictions come true as well. Leona got shut down with that silence under her feet, unable to pop the rest of her ult. So that's an initiation tool that was down. And red team taking that dragon. Jhin getting all in on and gets taken down. Flabber's Goons turning it around. Soraka running for her life.
Triple kill.
They're not. Oh! Almost had her. As a tower shot gonna send her away, and Leona's just standing there. Trying to take blue. Are y'all gonna help her?
No,
You're not gonna help her? And Sivers just like, nah, I'm just gonna come in and take this. You're Leona, you're not supposed to take. Where was the help there? Like, you know Leona couldn't take that. Oh, and into the shadow realm, Soraka goes! She puts down Redemption, trying to heal herself, but couldn't get out of the queue fast enough. Sivir getting melted by this AoE and gets taken down too. Rammus shows up. That massive hit shield coming into play, and Riven comes in to help, and that's 3 going over to Flabber's Goons. What a battle! The power of Mordekaiser being shown in that fight right there.
Gets so much movement speed from his passive. On top of that, that Rylai's slow, keeping them slow. Speeds him up, slows them down. Makes it so easy for him to light his abilities as long as he plays well.
So, such a massive change, you know.
He's
The
a
goal
monster.
lead is very fluctuating. Oh, that Morgana Q is nasty.
You do not want to stand on that tormented soil first. Or W, it does so much damage over time.
You don't want to stand there for way too long.
Especially with the way they changed it so that the lower your HP is, the more damage it deals.
Oh yeah. Really giving her a boost here in that early game. With everybody help love. Rammus runs into a jump. Taunts. The rest of the team is there to back him up. I don't think this was a good idea to waste anything on the tank. As Morgana cleans up Amamu. But she goes down the Riven. Mordekaiser trying to finish up what they started. Soraka goes down. Not caring about the turret. The AoE takes him down. He's just gonna walk. He's gonna walk and kill him. And an ace going over to Flabber's Goons. That's crazy to me. You killed him by walking up to him.
Sivir needs a mortal reminder in this fight. This Mordekaiser is just a monster.
It really is. And he wasn't that far ahead during laning phase at all.
It really is just an issue with the scaling. It's not only the scale from AD, he also scales from level. So regardless of anything, he will always be stronger.
And look, again, that ult. Just so much power in that ult of isolating one person. But in the middle of 3, Jin taking out Soraka. The Redemption comes in to heal the rest of the team. Why are you shooting the tank? Morgana is right there. But Mordekaiser takes her down for Jin's mistake. Jin, you are not gonna kill Rammus. Now they're breaking open the base, and Flabber's Goons look like they're in a position to end this one.
I don't believe they're going to be able to end it, but they will definitely be able to get 2 hands on this.
They're looking good, though. That tower's looking pretty low. And that tower gets destroyed. Unmovable object gets moved out of the way.
Unfortunately, with that, they really
Oh!
Alpine pulled the trigger a little bit too early there. He had to wait just a little bit longer, wait for the rest of his team to come up.
Rest of that team coming up. And going down. Ram is going down. Just backing out. The base is in shambles. That should be enough for now. Jin, why even fake it? Morgana, chain, Mordekaiser. Goes in. But that stopwatch. Riven goes in and takes her down. And finally they take down Morgana, and it was Soraka that did it. Good job, Soraka.
Fortunately, he took it.
Good job.
Sivir got the kill there.
It would have. It would have been better for Sivir. But for the sake of the team, I'm kind of just glad it's done.
True.
You know, for their
I'm actually.
for their mental state, I'm just glad it's done. Cause that Mordekaiser just walked into their base.
This Sever's build looks really jank, but it's actually very smart right now. Gives her a fan dance to help deal with Mordekaiser. Gives her looks like she's building to Bork in order to just get away from Mordekaiser. She has to build entirely around him.
Cause that's literally the team here.
Indeed.
14 and 2 Mordekaiser.
You can't forget about this Riven belt. She's 9-4 and 7. Really easy to see that she's really brought it back to the laning phase.
Yes, she's really brought it back since the laning phase. But more of their base is being destroyed. And poor Soraka is here alone. Until the team shows up. Did you call the A-team and didn't get shut down quickly? Leona coming into the base. Riven. Oh, that frozen heart giving her some trouble moving around. But Mordekaiser off on the side. Pulling their life away. Comes down. Mordekaiser takes her down. This Mordekaiser is just marching the rest of his team into victory. Don't fight, just follow me. Pulling him in. Mordekaiser AoE damage doing so much. Bleeding him dry. Rammus goes down. The inhibitor goes down. And it goes down. Your first victory goes over to Flabber's Goons. That Mordekaiser paying dividends in this game. Oh my God. You want to talk about a solo carry game? Let's talk about Mordekaiser. Let's talk about Mordekaiser.
Over
Let's
double
look.
V1's damage.
Oh my God. The damage. The boy needs his own scale. Riot. You nerfed him a little bit. Do you think you maybe need to do a little bit more? Just a little bit.
Right now, I can tell you right now what they need to do to fix Mordekaiser. Remove that leveling scaling on his passive NQ. He does not need that. He has so much AP ratio already.
That was nasty. He walked up and killed most of your team. They're not even in the ballpark of damage. Not even in the ballpark. Now, what I want to say is this. Virtuous, you did not do bad. You just ran into a Mordekaiser. There was nothing you could do there.
To be honest, that is really it. If it, they honestly did extremely well that game. They
were doing extremely well. They were playing around the map. They were really hard to deal with. It was good.
If it had been any other top liner that wasn't a 1v5 monster, I think they could have actually won that.
Cause it was looking like it was looking like a win.
It was. I cannot join the spectators.
Because it's full. Get out of spectators, assholes. Get out of spectators. Get out of spectator. Oh man. That was crazy. Mordekaiser just walked into their team and they exploded. You were no...
Go ahead.
The team just exploded.
Alright, Destiny needs to leave for a moment.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they can set up everyone.
Yeah, we'll get out. We'll get out. I don't mind. I'll get out. But man, that team exploded when Mordekaiser hit the scene. Jesus Christ. talk. Like I can't stop talking about it. I can't.
Nah,
I
there
can't
wasn't really
stop
much they could
talking
do
about it.
either.
Like
Like,
they played so well. Morgana played so well. The team fights went so well. And then Mordecai just came down from top lane and like, yeah, y'all lost, right?
that really is how it feels, and that felt. I mean, I was watching the game. I tried to look for anything that was a pure
Like,
mistake,
what
and
could
I
have
didn't.
done? Like, what could you have done? You couldn't do anything.
Malphite has some great ults.
Look, except for the one in base where he ulted too quickly. He could have waited for the rest of his team and kind of
Except
got
for that one.
Other than
But
that, he did have some great ults. They played extremely well. This was just a case of running into a Mordekaiser. That was it.
but let's not forget. Let's not take away some credit from the rest of Team Flubber.
We
They
we
did.
won't. We won't. But literally, they could have done nothing else at that point.
Sivir was positioned pretty well in pretty much every fight. She built. The only thing I could say that maybe Sivir could have done better is built a mortal reminder to help with the healing. But
Okay,
even then,
but
she built to try and deal with Mordekaiser.
and you couldn't, and you just couldn't. It was just so much damage coming out of that Mordekaiser, and he had to do so little. He's in the middle of your team already, and he's just walking damage. He's not like kinda damage. He's walking damage. He killed most of you by walking into you. It wasn't a matter of positioning. It wasn't a matter of a fight. It was a matter of I decided that going forward will kill you. Like, and that was crazy. But we can't take things away from the Riven. The way the Riven played after an abysmal laning phase, her laning phase was pretty bad. That Morgana did her dirty. It was dirty, but
Extremely.
came back. This is the point of playing with your team, not getting tilted, and playing really well. Yes, you did great. But bruh, this Mordekaiser is gotta be the MVP of the game. You can't say it that he's not. He's the reason they won.
Very.
He's the reason they won. Like, yes, Riven, you played well. You got very good picks out. The only thing I could say is I would like to see the jungler of Virtuous get on a jungler he's either more familiar with or something that he's been playing recently. He seemed a little bit rusty on the Amamu, missing Qs. His ult wasn't really as much as we thought it was gonna be.
Oh, you mean Team Flubber?
Yeah, that's something else I would like to see from them to make their game a little bit better. But man, there's nothing I can call. I can't say what it would have been for them to get better. Like, my whole thing is ban Mordekaiser. Just ban him. Just ban him. Get him away. That needs to be your first ban. Ban him out of this game.
It really did feel like that.
Just ban him. Just ban him. I've never called for a ban on another team before, but just get rid of him. Get him out of here. It reminds me of why I don't like seeing him. Whenever I see him, it just feels helpless. He makes you feel helpless. You can't gank him after 6, because then what'll happen to you is you gotta gank him with more than 2. You gotta gank him with 3. Otherwise, he's gonna pull one of you into a realm, and now you're fighting him one-on-one, and that's not cool.
I'm honestly wrecking my brain to figure out anything that they could have done better.
Like, yeah, the only thing they could have done better is ban Mordekaiser. That's it. Because literally,
really felt like they
any other person.
Go for it.
And we're not taking anything away from the top laner. The top laner from Flawless Goons could probably play 1,000,000 people better. 1,000,000 people just as good. He's probably just as good. But it's just right now that Mordekaiser was was more than they could handle. Just so much more than they can handle.
Looks like we're gonna be looking at the pigeon bands going on.
Oh, we're gonna be looking at the pro draft.
Mm-hmm.
I normally wait for it to get inside the game. Looks better.
True.
Plus that application is known to crash, so just looks better. So
The only thing that I can't even think of that they should have done better in that game, other than ban Mortizer, was play entirely around the Mortizer.
that's true.
Even then,
But then your Morgana was doing well. Your Morgana was already doing well. So I felt like they felt like, okay, there was no need to play around the Mordekaiser. He wasn't doing that much early on. He wasn't doing that much. He was bullying Malphite, but Malphite was still close in CS. He didn't get a lot of kills on Malphite. It wasn't like it was clear from the jump that he was going to be that powerful. He just came down and was like, oh, what's up? You want to walk in that direction? Die for it. And that's what just happened. They just died. They melted.
Mortizer is not the strongest lane bully. He is extremely good at it. He didn't fight you in your lane. Almost any champion.
Right.
A good portion. However, the scary thing about it is, he can kill you early, but he scales into late. That is his duty. That's his job. Because he has two different forms of scaling, he scales into late so hard.
Yes, I see that. I bet everybody watching the stream and everybody looking, they all see that he scales into the late. God damn.
So even if you stomp him in lane, even if you force him down to the point he's barely getting CS, eventually he's just starting to come back. It's kind of like a Kale. Right. But Kale can't win early. Unless you play her extremely well, Kale just is there.
Right. She's just...
You don't expect her to do anything.
A lane protector. But Mordekaiser wasn't like that. It wasn't like he was a big bull. It's not like... Okay. It's not like you can't see him. It's not like you can't kill him. He was killed several times. He was killed twice. He got put into some predicaments. Yes. And he did, and again, we're not taking anything away from Flabber's Goons. He played him very well, getting as much damage, squeezing as much damage out of every single attack that he could. So he played him extremely well. But I don't feel like Virtuous did a bad job. I don't.
No, not in the slightest.
I don't feel like they did a bad job. I struggle. Normally there's a play somewhere in the match that just shows you where they went wrong. Some play somewhere, right? Either somebody moved out too much or somebody came up too far. Something.
There actually was one of those plays.
Which one was that?
That was when Morgana went up top and tried to do a 3-man gank onto the Mortizer.
That is
and Mortizer just ulted the Malphite and broke the Morgana spell shield. They stuck around for too long to try and help, because then Rammus rolled in and popped his ult and everything. His Q's down, his ult's down. Morgana ult is down. Her Q's probably coming up in a couple seconds. But then the rest of Team Flubber just walk up, and now Morgana dies for it. Malphite dies for it, and Rammus is forced to flash away. I think that was the play that really started to push things in their favor, because Mortizer got a kill and assist there. They burned a lot from Team Virtuous there.
That's true. That was one, but you can't tell me, right? So here's the dangerous thing about it. You can't tell me that one bad fight dictates the rest of the battle. That was one bad fight. You should be able, in a champion, You should be able to like, all right, cool. We made that mistake. We won't make that mistake again. We could come back from this. You should have a section where you can come back from this. But
Oh,
they did their job. They got a lead and they snowballed it.
I will say it wasn't a challenger game, but that was an extremely well played game. And what you just said, that there shouldn't be a fight. There shouldn't be a single fight that dictates the entire game.
Right.
Once you get into much higher elo, like way higher than I am, like masters challengers, that is how the games go. One bad
Jesus.
fight really will dictate the entire game because it puts one team on the back fire and they know how to punish for it. That game, both teams were punishing for the mistakes. They both played extremely well, so that one fight did actually mean a whole lot for the team because Team Flubber did not let
Right.
everything they got from the fight go.
They didn't waste it. They didn't waste it
Yeah.
at all.
They pushed their
yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, you're right. Because then right after that, the Riven took the two. After that, Riven took both towers. They took the top towers down using the Shelly, and they had that fight up top, which then pushed Mordekaiser into over mode. Because then that left Mordekaiser to go down on his own.
Yeah, that was really it. I believe what needed to happen there, more than anything, was vision control. They had no vision, so they had no way of knowing when they went up and get that Mortizer.
Where the rest of the team was.
Exactly. I think that was it.
Yeah. If we can point out anything, that would definitely be it. Well, as we get set to head into game 2 in the picks and bans. Virtuous. Mordekaiser gone.
Understandably.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Morgana gone. Good. I like that. I like that. Look.
I do not tolerate
Darius, another one of those top laners that just gets out of control.
going.
We're seeing the Morgana and Brand bans.
Right. They don't want to deal with those high damage APs that can AP champion. Talon gone. That's another mid champion that a lot of people have problems with. Very high early damage.
Might see a Nico ban. There it is.
And we're going to see Nico. So we got a couple of bans learning from last game. And then, of course, we're going to continue down the path of our last game. This time picking up Gnar. Let's
Starting to learn things about how other players play. They
Right.
hate Nita as much as I do.
Swain!
Wayne.
That's a late game. That's a late game champ.
Indeed. However, you cannot underestimate him early. He has quite a bit of poke. However, Gnar is a great counter to that. Great person to play into there.
Yeah, and it's really going to come down to how well he plays him. Vi picked up, and Sejuani picked up. This jungle is a little bit more aggressive. Ezreal picked up.
And that's an Ezreal mid, I believe.
Yes. And I love to see how they pick up a Zed. Oh my God.
Great.
Woo!
I will say it all depends on how Ezreal builds. If he builds standard AD carry, then Zed is actually not that amazing. Ezreal has a lot of ways to get out of this. But if Ezreal decides to go AP carry,
Right.
then Zed has a lot of ways to win.
It is all you
The flexibility of Ezreal is the good thing here. He can go both. He can go mid.
must be done.
Soraka banned away. Yumi banned away. They don't want a lot of heal champions down bottom this time. They want to fight. Lux banned away. Because they're going Jinx. Right? Right? Are you going Jinx? And they're going Jinx. I like that.
Great. It's strictly good power pits coming from
Varus picked up for Virtuous. Into an Alistar.
So where you have a extremely heavy poke and then engage coming out from Virtuous here.
Right.
Ezreal and Varus just free to sit there and heal.
And we got Brum to round out the team.
Great counter to the Ezreal and Varus poke.
Wow. Now, let's
He's on the
talk.
team.
Let's talk. Let's talk about mid. I'm really excited to talk about mid. Every time I see a Zed, I like Zed's play. I don't like Zed. I don't like seeing Zed. Like, please don't play Zed against me. I'm not. But I like seeing Zed. I like better people that play Zed. But into Ezreal, that the melee versus range champion thing, how well is this gonna play out in the mid?
Zed is very used to. If he plays Zed, he's very used to playing a melee into a ranged matchup. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. His only issue will come to actually getting onto Ezreal, because most mage mid laners don't really have much in the way to deal with Zed's mobility. Ezreal has his arcane shift did away.
Right. So, and he has flash. So he has flash and arcane shift. So
Again, the jungler for Team Virtuous did not take flash. Took Ignite one more time. This is personal play style. Like, there's no rule that says you have to have Ignite. However, Ignite is very useful, especially as the two champions he's chosen to play recently.
right, he's picked this time. He's picking Vi. Vi is even better at taking out one target and just wailing on it. That one target in the back, I can ult you, buddy.
Having flash to guarantee being within range of a flash Q and into ult is very useful. I'm curious to see what he's going to do with this Ignite.
We didn't see much of it last time, did we?
We saw him use it a little bit, but he was on the back foot the whole game because
Right, Mordekaiser.
Yep.
That's all I had to say. Good Lord. Good Lord. But now we put Flubber. Let's talk about jungle a little bit, because Amamu last game was not as didn't make an impact. Let's just say, let's put it nice. It didn't make an impact. But now he's on Sejuani.
arguably a easier champions to make an impact with.
So, are we going to see that impact from the jungle actually come in and make their early game stronger? Because we're going to admit it, they struggled in their early game versus Virtuous. They struggled. Getting picked off a little bit, not coordinating a little bit. It's only once everybody came together that Flubber's Goons come together.
One thing to keep in mind here, Team Virtuous only has one consistent tank.
And that's
Nar is not always going to be a tank.
correct.
He will sometimes be swishy, but then the rest of the time he'll be Metanar. Alistar is the only person on the team who's always going to be tanky. Vi is a bruiser, not particularly tanky, not particularly swishy.
Right.
But Team Flubber has Sejuani and Braum. By the way, they got that glacial comp going.
They got that glacial comp. I was going to say it. Damn. You beat me to it. Yeah, they got that glacial comp going. But what I'm really going to be curious to see is top lane. Swain and Gnar.
I'm curious to see how this Varus plays because I'm a bit
Really?
I love Varus. I love playing Varus. I may be a support main, but for a while there I was a carry main, and Varus is one of my go-tos along with Twitch. Varus is a very, very high damage. It's extremely high, and it's there's a bit of mix damage. He has his W doing max health damage. Lightning, that's doing 15% of someone's HP.
Jesus. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's why he's the OP in teamfight tactics, right?
That little chuckle at the end there says everything about that.
That's why he's a little OP in teamfight tactics, huh? All right.
Let's hope we're actually together in time stamps this time.
Now, I'm a little bit concerned. Now, I was checking out the points. Now, this don't normally mean anything, so I'm going to go ahead and preference this by saying that. This doesn't mean anything, but this Gnar's kind of new. He doesn't have much time on Gnar.
Nara is one of those champions that came out before they released the mastery system, so it could just be nothing. But
Yeah.
we're seeing an invade right here coming from.
Whoa, they're going in.
Flabber.
Flubber's Goons said, "Hey, what's up, boy? Get in the flash." So it's already a success, and all it cost them was a bronze cube.
Pretty good trade in my opinion. Flash for Braum Q.
But that put Virtuous on notice. They're backing up off the red. Another Brahms Q. This time not getting the flash.
Spawned.
I'm a little worried here. I think Ezreal is going for the AD build, just based on the 50th Klepto. That I could be wrong. He might still be doing AP there, but based on what he's built so far, Dorans doesn't mean that's you build Dorans regardless of AD or AP on Ezreal.
Right.
But based on Klepto and Teleport, I would say he's actually doing AD here, and that's not what you want to see.
Well,
it's great into Zed. It allows him to go Iceborne and great into Zed. But you have two tanks and a really tanky swing on side of Team Flubber.
right.
And the only AP damage you have then is the miss damage coming from Ezreal performance, rather than the pure actual damage of AP Ezreal.
That's gonna be interesting the way that plays out. And just poking away at this head. Jesus Christ! Leave him alone! Blasting away! Ezreal taking a tower shot.
They both flashed down, however. Oh, that's a little bit
And
smart.
Zed goes in for him! Ignites! And gets a stab to take him down! First kill going over to Flubber's Goons. He's stunned. Flubber's Goons coming to play!
Fly coming down now.
Flubber's Goons! Look just like the last time I've seen them. Every time I've seen them, the first game, their early game is timid. They're very timid in their first game, early game. Very timid. They let things go, they let things slide.
This Vi game though.
This Vi! Just ganking right back again.
Alright, what time does that bring that?
Huh?
What's your timestamp here?
3:13.
Alright, cool. We were off.
Alright, good. Jesus, what's up?
Great flash and the heal top from
Right.
Because that was a dead bomb if they hadn't done that there.
Very much so. But it looks like they're overzealous. And Swain, there's that hidden damage you were talking about.
Meanwhile, Sejuani makes a dink on mid. However, Ezreal timing his Arcane Shift perfectly, got knocked up, but was still able to buffer the Arcane Shift and just eat out. Same way it works with a Nautilus or a Blitzcrank.
Right. It's really tough to gank him properly. But Zed using that shadow. Nara looks like he's having a hard time with this swing. He looks very far away from that bush. He's not far down in CS, but he is not close to that wave at all.
And this is pre-buff swing. Gotta keep that.
Yeah, that's true. God dang. Vi, look like she's going in for one. Looks like she's going in for a gank. And it starts. He jumps over. Becomes Meganar. Vi comes down to punch him. And what a flash! Great flash! Great use of flash to get out. Good job.
I will say, Swain does need to pay a bit more attention because Vi walked over the ward Swain has.
Right.
Not see her.
That's
and that caused him to bust that flash there.
Yeah.
but it was a great flash.
It was a great flash, but now he's got to be aware of repeat ganks.
Very.
Because without a flash, that's the only way Swain is getting out without his ult.
I want to see this bot lane when Virtuous hits level 6, because the engage from a Varus ult and the Alistar, a Mukau, is going to be insane.
It is going to be insane. Just those two ults alone is going to give him some problems.
If Braum has Sprint on his champion,
Jumps on him. Gnar getting popped. Gnar trying to take that because he's 6 and Swain hasn't gotten there yet.
Swain was forced to miss a little bit at speed from that day.
Yeah. Mega Gnar. But not going to get nothing done with it. Zed looks like he's coming up for a gank. Bad timing. Gnar's going back. Come on, man. I need you to look at your mini-map. You need to know that nothing's going on over here. You just let Ezreal get some farm under his tower here. I think your services would have been better down bottom than up top. There's a little more to work with there. As we're 7 minutes into the game and still only 1 kill. Very different contrast than our first game.
Indeed. However, the further this game goes, in my opinion, the more it favors Team Flabber.
Right.
They have Jinx, they have a Zed that can one-shot Mars or Ezreal. They have a Swain, they have 2 tanks. Meanwhile, Vi does seem to drop off, and Mars and Ezreal.
And they got stopped. A teleport coming in from Gnar. And then Swain comes down, but gets picked off. Sejuani just walks in like everything was all good, gets taken down. That's 2 for 0.
Flash.
The flash off. This time Braum goes down. Virtuous looking for more.
Great flash.
Vi positioning herself to look for more. Ezreal trying to go down. Zed also to him. He's losing so much blood and dies. Zed takes down Ezreal. Nice and easy. As Gnar is going to take some plates before he goes home.
Great job of Zed predicting the attempted roam from Ezreal, catching him and killing him. However, Team Flabber has some issues in their bot lane now. Varus is now 2-0.
Yes, they have some serious issues down bottom now. Serious. Because again, they've been caught. Now, their warding isn't that great. They haven't been warding as much or getting them in the proper spots where they can see this Sejuani, these Sejuani roams. Where Sejuani can roam in safely. So she roamed in on the backside and got clipped. But this Vi has been taking so much advantage of their... And... Ooh, y'all stealing! Y'all stealing! Sejuani gets taken down! Ezreal! Promote! Zed comes over and just meets Vi's fist! Walks into the bush and gets punched in the face!
Oh, the flash!
The flash pushed back into the team! This Alistar knows what he's doing!
Yes, but Braum responds with an equally good flash. W1 and Jinx to get out. This is a really action-packed game compared to the first.
Yeah, and I was talking about it being more tame than the first.
We just had to wait for him. Just let him stride a little bit.
But ooh, they stealing. This Gnar is also gonna take some plates. I like doing that at Swain. You know that they're at their blue or their red buff. Throw down your dubs. And gets ulted on. He's under the tower. He's lost so much. He flashes in. And the Shuriken's gonna take him down, and the turret's not gonna take him either. Zed's getting fed. But so is Virus taking down Vi. But Vi takes down Zed. I'm running out of breath trying to keep up.
Translation. Vi walked in and nothing to do, dead before he lands.
Good God.
Again, nice long chase.
We just kicked into overtime. Vi not caring. Varus not caring about this Brum at all. Just taking more plates and leaving.
Agile shooting it his ult up. Just
And-
low.
What a time. What a use of that clock. But still gets taken down by Gnar. Zed chasing after this one. He won't let it go. He's a dog with a bone. Throws it. But got nothing to keep chasing it. Vi's gone.
Great. Swain played that near perfect. Gnar missed his ult. Vi was forced to back off after Swain used his stopwatch, healing up from the ult.
Right.
He did everything he could there, but it was just too much damage coming out from their team.
That's right. Just way too much.
He does not have tank stats right now. All his tank stats consist of 225 HP from the Catalyst.
And he hasn't even finished that item yet. He's not even an item in yet. He doesn't have his Rod of Ages yet. Then 20 deciding to take the fight. Ult up. Zed shows up. That's the last person you wanted to see. And gets taken. And Vi gets taken down. Gnar running for it, clipping Zed, and gets out smooth.
Blue side needs to clear these wards. This pink ward has been sitting here for a long time. They've gotten a lot of vision on blue side.
That's correct.
Blue side.
Just sitting there.
Looks like they may be going for these Mama Scuttle there.
Yep, they're going for Shelly. Ezreal showed up. Bow. What up?
Chase that there.
Zed ulted Gnar. Gnar bounces against him. But Gnar takes down set 20. Now they're chasing this kill. And the top laner takes him down. As Shelly heals up, the rest of the team shows up. Will they let them flee?
Turret plating will soon fall.
Black Cleaver purchased by Gnar. Looking to chip down on that tanky team.
I believe Sway can go back and get his Roa here now too.
Nice shot. This Varus is yet to be checked. I think
Varus about to build his full range like very nice. He's gonna be a monster when that happens.
it really is.
One thing I would recommend to both teams here, I've seen it happen many times already. When the enemy is walking up to you, posturing towards you, trying to force you off the base, don't let them do it. In this case, particularly bot side. Braum has walked up to Boston. Oh god, Dragon Fight.
All comes down. And the fight over Dragon continues as Gnar came down and getting chased down by T20. Frozen. Jinx shooting him in the back. Swain comes down but gets taken down by Vi. This Virus finally gets shut down. The Dragon going over to the red team. Vi now takes down Jinx. The Dragon goes over to Flabber's Goons, but was it worth their lives? Chasing down Zed.
Shut down Mars, but all the rest of the kills.
Zed! What a... What a flash. What a use. And gets taken down by the bleed of red.
Oh,
Red
no.
buff takes him down.
Red buff didn't take down Vi there. The Raptors did.
Oh, wow.
Vi
But Zed got the kill.
If you get hit by an enemy champion, even if you get killed by a neutral or adaptive, it will still count as the kill for them, same as his tower.
Oh, wow.
In fact, earlier when Sejuani died in the car in the Red Turtle pit,
Right.
Red was the one who last hit her. Bid smack.
This Ezreal is getting bullied. And tried to get her out. Get stuck. The cowbell's ringing. But Varus can't save him. Getting shot in the back. And now Jinx Stone is going to make sure he goes down. Now we transition up to the top. They're exchanging blows. The ult comes out. He's running away. Gets pulled in and gets taken down. But it's Ezreal coming up, who almost lost his life to the ult pop.
Ooh, great dodge from that slam.
Woo!
Bot tower going down here for Flabber. That's a lot of free gold in their pocket right now.
And that's another tower going over to Flubber. 2 towers. They're crushing this little gold lead that Virtuous had. Bye. Going in. Taking down Zed. Zed ulting on her. Ezreal finally shut down Zed. Sejuani was just 1 second too late. Shooting. Goes in.
Great knock on Maelstrom.
Goes in. I thought someone was closer.
Nope, the rest of the team is nowhere near, unfortunately.
Then that was a bad play.
Yeah. She overestimated her tankiness. This
Yeah,
I see a lot with Sejuani. Oh, but Jinx gets the kill on the Vi.
Oh, wow. Sejuani blew that one open for that team. Because she was mispositioned, she wasn't there to help them tank some of the damage that they needed her to tank.
To continue my point from earlier, ADCs, when you see this enemy support walk up to try and posture on you, don't be so afraid. See where the enemy ADC is. If she is sitting back and farming, don't let the enemy from
Good!
attack you.
Good Lord! That Ezreal went down fast.
That's a Zed for you. He is 5-3. But it's
All comes down, but it misses his target. He gets the slow, but not the stun.
Zed looked like he wanted to run down on bot lane, but
That's a good point. Where is he? Are they gonna go after this Vi?
that's quite the ambitious dive. It's a Vi. She gets a lot of shielding just from doing so.
But there's 4 of them there. But they lost their tower in trying to set up this dive and got nothing out of it. Swain misses his Q in this exchange. Chasing down Gnar, sucking on his life force.
Swain has no mana. He cannot chase him.
Pops and explodes, but doesn't get Gnar with it.
Meanwhile, Vi running up.
Because that ult is already used. He's got full health, but no mana. Ezreal comes in and Zed immediately ults on him. Sejuani tanking these shots until Zed goes down. till Sejuani goes down, and that's 2 more going over to Virtuous.
And that is a free Infernal Dragon form. General is dead.
Woo! That's Now I'm going to say this. This was the same position they were in last game, where Virtuous was doing a lot of good moves, a lot of good damage, moving around really well, and it didn't turn out so well for them. But this time, their top laner is in Mordekaiser.
Flabber still does have life in the late game though, with 2 chains and a Jinx.
Correct.
Not forget about that. Poppy did a great job.
So they need to find a spot. Jumps in and loses her life.
Little over aggressive, did not have vision on the rest of the team. And even if she did, that is still a 2v1.
And that's way too close.
Yeah. She can shred taints, but
not that fast. Not if the rest of the team's over there killing you. Jinx gonna chew at this tower. Try to get another tower from Flabber Goons. Gnar on his way up.
Blue team.
And she takes the tower before he gets back.
one thing to keep in mind, Vars may be 4-1 and 8, but Jinx has over 30 CS, 31 to attack.
Correct.
On him.
That's because she's getting into these side lanes. She's getting into these side lanes. She's doing this. She's farming.
If I believe correct, if I remember correctly, a kill is worth 15 CS. So as of right now, Jinx has the exact same amount of kills in terms of goal as Vars.
Vars! 2 shots, Jinx! And Brum goes down with her. Swain and Sejuani right there. Jumping into Alistair. The turret goes down. The ult comes out. He's chasing him down. Going right for and takes down this Varus. While Sejuani's running for her life and gets taken down. The ult pops. Which means Ezreal was able to take him down with Gnar's help.
Virtuous was making great team fights. Swain had a aggressive teleport. He managed to Vars, but in the meantime, Zed is just sitting bot, taking these towers.
Just taking them, walking them down.
He cannot throw his fire.
And Mega Gnar jumps up. Jinx traps is gonna stop him, but it's not gonna stop Alistair for long. Jumping on her. Oh, but it wasn't enough to save her or his life because Ezra took him down both with 2 shots. With a pop-up.
Too far.
Chased him in there. And gets taken down too. Swain. Finally taking down this chunky Alistar. And Zed comes up to help.
Jinx, you were playing it so well. You cannot tunnel vision for these kills. It does not matter how low they get. If you can get them with a single auto, if you chase too far, you are a Jinx, you have no mobility. You have to play it safe. If they get away, who cares? As long as you're alive, that's all that matters. You can't do damage if you're dead.
I agree with that. Jinx did step up too far. Brum stepped with her, but I felt like he was a little too late with that shield. His shield that come up was just too late. That should have been out from the beginning, taking some of that damage. Isn't the combo where you're supposed to put your shield up first and then jump to them, so that way it'll cancel out the animation and the shield will just be up in that direction?
If I remember correctly, you can actually shield during the airs. By the way, I don't play Brom though.
Vi over the wall, getting right into this Flubber Goons team.
Swain just sitting in the middle, but it's not enough.
It's
Bars
not enough. And gets taken down. Virtuous now sitting on a 6K gold lead. Not killing this Mega Gnar, but did shred Gnar to pieces. Blue team may have taken Dragon, but Zed again left alone in a side lane to take a tower.
I don't think he'll be getting this one though.
Because Vi's going to deal with him.
Meanwhile, Mars does take second tier. Why?
Flashes, runs away, wants nothing to do with this Vi.
Alright, let's look at these builds a little bit.
Alright.
Gnar, very standard. Vi, very standard. Edgel, this is what I was talking about. Great. It's a great way for him to stand up. Zed, very, speaking of experience, he's basically invincible to Zed now. But they're losing now on so much match. They don't have any match damage. All Zed's wanting brought him to do is build armor.
Right.
Vars, standard build. This is the issue with Vars right now, is that his build is all over the place. You got like half crit, half on hit, lethality. It's all over the place with Vars, but it's very standard right now. Mutal, again, very standard. Swain, standard, but then we'll get to Sejuani. Frozen Mallet.
Okay.
When I think Sejuani, I don't think that she's sitting there autoing too much. I don't think of her like that.
Yeah, that's not one of her strong suits. She's really slow at it as well.
I would see a Frozen, if you want to go Frozen anything, Frozen Heart is a good play.
Yes,
Slows down attacks. Slows down attacks for Vars, makes it a lot easier to deal with, gives you a lot of armor.
Vi jumping on this Zed. The ults, but get taken down.
This is what Vi is good at, getting these pins, getting these quick kills. She has so much damage in a 1v1 scenario.
This gold lead is just expanding.
It's nearly 10k at this point.
And Virtuous has learned so much about this Flubber Goons team from that first showing. It looks like they're in their heads.
They're doing this fair.
This Ezreal about to lose his life though. Ults up. Get stopped. Ezreal shoots from the side, but gets taken down.
Great swing position there. Flashed in, dodged on the Ezreal, and it's just Zonians. That stops the Baron and gets 3 kills. Flubber.
And they immediately start Baron again. They start Baron themselves.
Jeans and Sejuani are extremely fast.
Gnar throwing his bone, trying to get something done, but gets pulled and loses his life to Swain. You tried, little buddy. You tried. And this Zed once again getting caught out, but this time taking Vi down.
That wasn't getting caught out. He went looking for Vi there. He was trying to catch her out. Very risky. Vi extremely good at doing his head, but he played it well. I said before, Vi is a middle game champion. She does not transition too well to lane. Her damage is good in the early mid, and she becomes pretty tanky later on, but her
That
damage
shield's up. Get rooted. Pulled in.
great
After
combo.
Braum taking tower shots. Zed. Oh, and that was the Forest He gets taken down. That was their main source of damage. Gets pulled in. Flabber's Goons changing this around.
That 10K goal lead is now literally only
2K. And it's about to get worse. The inhibitor goes down. As Flabber's Goons seem to be looking for more, they pushed it into the tower and they seem to be going for Infernal.
This is all a result of that Baron call. You have a massive sway on it. Oh, poor bro.
Again, this is, as you've said before, as you said during our post game of the first game, it only takes one bad fight.
And I believe that might be it, because that transitions so much power on
Look
the team.
at this. From a 10K goal lead, 10K, nearly 10K, to getting chased down like ravenous dogs.
We'll see what they got there. They got Baron, they got 2 towers, multiple kills, got an inhibitor, and they got a Throne Dragon. That's a massive swing in power.
What a play, though. What?
It all came from the fact that Baron reduces your magic resist. You take more magic damage. So as Swain's in there in the middle of your team, dealing magic damage to your entire team, you just destroy you.
Then, on Gnar, and Gnar can't even stand up.
Gnar's only armor is a chain vest fortune. Zed has multiple sources of lethality, a Last Whisper, and a Black Fever. He's dealing with all the armor.
Oh, this is starting to look bad. And the worst comes to go. As Mars gets taken down, Ezreal gets taken down, Jinx goes down, Vi goes in, he gets taken down, the Ace comes up, and they're now pushing into this Virtuous base.
That Baron play.
And that goes down. The turret goes down. And Flabber's Goons steal this victory. I don't care what you say. This was stolen.
That's very much so. Virtuous could have very much so won that game.
Oh! This game hurt my Mikoto-san. Oh, it's so different. Hold on.
The damage charts.
Hold on. Did you hit me one time? No, you hit me more than once. Oh. Let's talk about damage real quick. Good Lord. Vi doing an extreme amount of damage. They weren't that far behind.
In terms of damage, it's hard to see though, because the damage charts can be misleading. Lots of Ezreal's damage comes from pure poke. Same with Gnar.
Right.
Gnar has a lot of poke damage, especially in lane. So most of this damage is going to be on Swain or Zed from the laning phase.
Right.
Vi's damage is all in damage. Meanwhile, Swain's damage all came from those big team fights they had. Same with Zed. Zed was assassinating Varus and Ezreal all over the place.
Just getting them going and getting them out of here. Mm-hmm. The crazy part about watching this match is when you watch it back, one bad call called both of these games.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these games got called off of one bad call. But I commend Flabber's Goons from taking a disastrous moment. You're losing. You're down 9, almost 10K gold. And just flipping the switch saying, hey, this is a mistake. You see this? This Baron, that's a mistake. Let's capitalize on this. And they did just that. Capitalized on it. Pushed him off. They pushed him off of Baron. Killing 3 of them. Took Baron. Took the base. Didn't get greedy. went out for Dragon, got that too.
Virtuous played extremely well during the powerful phases of their game. Those are the points of the game where they win, and they play those points very well. But they did not recognize when they started to fall off, and that's what got them.
They didn't. They didn't recognize it, and they kept trying to take. Like, man, I would instead of starting Baron, I'd have liked to see a Baron bait there. Maybe bait them into thinking that that's what they were doing.
Not only did they start it, but only 3 people were on it. Ezreal and Vi were sitting over on the wall, like pushing Flubber away from the Baron.
But the problem with that is you sent a very squishy person to do that.
Yeah, well, on that you sent your jungler to do it as well. Like,
Don't you need Spike?
Yeah, you're taking that Baron very slowly with only 3 people, because that was only 27 minutes in. That you're not going to do the Baron very fast.
Right. And the worst part about that is before the fight, the whole fight actually started, Ezreal was really, really low already. He was already low.
He got caught out. He
you know, because he was getting stung by those poke from Flubber's poke. He was getting stung. And by the time the fight started, that's another heavy damage dealer just all easily taken out of the table. Easily taken out of the equation. Go home.
Exactly. And Varus tried to put in a lot of work in these fights. However, he's very immobile. He does not have any way to deal with the Zed, with the Swain, with the Sejuani. They can hop onto him, and he can't do anything about it. All he has is his ult.
Man.
And even that won't do much against those champions.
Right. And it's not like the last time where we really couldn't see a play that Virtuous did to get them in this situation. This time the play was 100% clear.
Mm-hmm. They needed a lot more vision around that Baron. They needed way more, because during that fight there was no one there. Varus walked up too far to try and help Ezreal and got caught by the Swain.
And that was another. Oh man, like the positioning of that fight for Virtuous was terrible because they were already in the pit. That's the one thing I don't like about being in the Baron pit. You're gonna get locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Their whole team is on the outside of that pit. They had already gotten all of the members from the outside of that pit, and that means you're stuck in the inside. You're stuck. You're stuck in there with Swain, who just activates stopwatch and is just bleeding you dry, just sucking you dry the whole time. It's nuts. But that's gonna do it for this game. Hopefully Virtuous looks back on this and realize where their mistakes were, realize where they went wrong, correct them, and come back a stronger team. But we'll get to see that the next time we load on the Rift. This is XX Howling XX and
Red Crayon. Have a great day.
And we'll see you next time.